Hello, my spooky friends, and welcome back to Where Midnight Looms. My name is Lisa, and welcome to my Countdown to Halloween vlog series, where I'll be taking you behind the scenes as I decorate and craft and set up our giant Halloween display. Okay, so today we are going to, I've got some old white paint here, so I'm going to repaint Hissing Booth 13 cents. Here comes my trusty sidekick and assistant manager, Lucy. Hi, darling. It rained quite a bit the other day, so our canopy worked perfectly to protect the kitty from the rain. It was worth the effort to go ahead and do that. And nothing else has changed. Oh, here comes, there's Sophie there coming to see what's going on. Yeah, it's Sunday. Thanksgiving Sunday here, Thanksgiving weekend. So it's quite quiet around. Hello, Sophie. Nice of you to make an appearance. Yes. Lucy's always ready to give her a whack. I don't know what it is. But anyways, okay, let's get this painted so it'll look better at night. All right, voila. White letters. Yeah, that's going to be much better. We'll come back out and check in the night, and this time I'm gonna take the green light out, and we're gonna put a purple light on the Hissing Booth and see how that goes. Now, I've got a shower curtain, a black and white striped shower curtain that we're going to put around the witch's hut. So let's go see and see if we like that. I thought that a shower curtain would be good for a couple of reasons. And one, of course, is that it would be outside. So, oops, it will be waterproof if we get a lot of rain. This was $23. So it would be cheaper than going out and buying fabric at a fabric store for the width and the length that we're going to get. And I thought that a black and white stripe, for some reason, would be reminiscent of a fortune teller's booth. And then we could introduce color through the dingo balls, and then what we're going to do at the back. So I painted the front here around just a gray color from neutral. And then I got this on Amazon as well, which is going to work perfect. So we'll screw that to the front. And then I think somewhere we have to figure out her name. And I need to put her name across the front as well. So let me get this shower curtain sort of draped over and see if we like the look of it. Okay, so I'm trying to picture this. What I am thinking about doing, I've just got it held together in the back there with a couple of clothes pegs. I could cut this down the center, and then I would pull one side over here and then one side over there, because I do want you to be able to see her from the sides. And then I could cut down the middle, do the same thing. I'm gonna have to think about this for a minute. I do like the look of it. It has a carnival kind of esque feel, but it definitely needs something red. One of the other things that I want to try, I wanted to do this last year and I didn't get a chance. I've never used this fabric stiffener before. I want to make a bunch of tiny little ghosts so that somehow maybe I'm thinking I can attach them to the trees so the ghosts look like they're flying through and around the trees. So I've picked a relatively smallish skull, and we're going to drape this cheesecloth over it once I totally soak it. Once it's soaked, we're going to hang it over this skull, and then I'm going to let it hang outside, and this will be the tester one to see how it works, how it looks. I think I want a couple smaller skulls. I think this would be the biggest I would go. Because I also thought it would be kind of fun if it looked like there were just these spirit ghosts. No eyes, no nothing. Just the white cheesecloth. If they were also coming out of the witch's hut in the front. So yeah, I think it could work. But we're going to see how stiff this cheesecloth gets. How hard it gets. So I'm just going to get some gloves and a bucket, and we'll pour the stiffy in the bucket and see what happens. This is roughly what I've got cut here. Then I will poke a hole, or just rip a hole, once I get this covered in the glue. I'll put it on the clothesline. It's a tiny bit windy here today. There's a slight breeze, so this could work in my favor. And then I've just poured in this much into the bucket. Not very much. So let's see what we get. At the very last minute, I forgot that you're supposed to put plastic around the skull, of course, so the cheesecloth doesn't stick to whatever you put in underneath it and dry to that. So I ran in and got a Ziploc bag, and yeah, so just when you think you've got it all figured out. So it looks good. It was obviously very simple. I just put the cheesecloth in just soaked it totally, then squeezed it out, and then I kind of had to shake it out a little bit like you would a towel, let's say, before you were putting it on the line. And yeah, it actually, I have to admit, it went a little bit easier than I thought it might. I thought the cheesecloth would be really difficult to handle once it had all the glue on it, but it's not. So yeah, so now the hard part, now we just wait and see what the outcome is. I'm very curious about how stiff this will be, because my idea is once they're quite a bit hardened, then I could attach wire either to the side or from wherever, and then it will, they don't have to hang. They can look like they're, in mid-flight or coming down or something like that. So that's why it would be fun if this works. Then I could do a bunch of different sizes and different lengths. Yeah. That's a little bit goopy there. But anyways, okay, I'm going to quit fiddle farting around with it. Okay, let's see what happens when it dries. As you can see, I decided to go ahead and do a few more. It's a nice night, and it's actually not that cold. So I thought, you know what, let's just do it and see what happens. This is the first one that we did. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a lot stiffer than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. That's great. Oh, I'm very happy. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what the shape is, because the idea for me is that I want to try and make it look like they're in flight. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but let's see. So here we have the smaller ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3 small tiny heads and then 3 bigger ones. And then what I will probably, depending on how this all works out, I'll cut some of this off a little bit, although I quite like how this one's shaping up. This one is about an hour, maybe almost an hour and a half. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure just how rigid these things would get. Here's a little PS. After looking at them, and I made the video, I decided they were too tubular. So I just very quickly went in and taped a little bit of cardboard onto the back of their heads to give them a little bit more shape. I think this is going to help make it more like a ghost shape, sort of, as opposed to just a single tube. Anyways, I have tons of glue and I have tons of cheesecloth, so if these don't turn out, and you know, there is a lesson to be learned here, I can redo them. So let's see what we get when they're all dry. Okay, here's a hissing booth update. Wow, look at that. That's crazy different. I'm loving the purple on there. That looks so good. Ah, okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So that looks great. I moved the yellow or the orange light over here. He looks good. Lots of green. I've got him lit up a little bit more. So that looks good. I think the scarecrow in the back should be a different color other than purple. He's really lost back there. I might even put a white or a yellow light on him. And of course this looks great. Okay, I'm really happy with this. This is really coming together really, really nicely. I cannot believe how great the hissing booth looks with the white paint. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, now we're gonna go check on the ghosts in the back. Oh, these look great. It's like the Blair Witch Project back here. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's just see how stiff. Oh yeah, that's great. Are these dry? Not a lot. Not bad. It's quite cool, of course, so it's going to take longer. I think these are going to be really good. So I'm going to take them down. Oh, that one's still quite wet. I'm going to take these downstairs and hang them, and then we'll bring them out tomorrow and see what we can do with them. But this is great. I'm very happy with this. Oh, look at those. Even just hanging like that's kind of fun and spooky. I love it when a plan comes together. I am just going to round out this video, or this vlog rather, by letting you know that I have just uploaded a flip through of my Halloween journal so far. It's pretty much done. There's just a few little details and things, but I thought maybe some of you out there might enjoy watching and seeing what I've done with my journal. So I will leave the link down below, of course, in the description box. Thanks everybody for watching this episode of the vlog. I really do appreciate your support. I think I'm at 54 subscribers. So I am thrilled to bits to have every one of you here. Thank you very much for your incredibly kind and spooky support. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to get the curtains on the witch's hut. We're going to get the clock finished up soon and maybe a few other things. So take care everybody. Stay spooky and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.